Once you see the Matrix, excuses expire. Everybody online loves saying the Matrix now. White supremacy, the system, elites, algorithms, everything is the Matrix. Cool. But here's how I see it. Once you've seen the Matrix, the actual movie, you only get two options, right? You move like Neo or you move like Cypher. You don't get to be both. And a lot of dudes I see online, they talk like Neo, but they live like Cypher. So here's the movie versus reality. In the movie, The Matrix is the fake reality. It keeps people calm, distracted, under control. Red pill means you wake up. You see the code, the machines, the system behind the scenes. Blue pill means you go back to sleep. You choose the comfortable lie over the hard truth. Today, we use the Matrix for everything. Government, media, racism, social media, school, all that. And I'm not mad at people naming systems, all right? I want you to know the game is rigged. What I'm tired of is people using the Matrix as a shield to never move. This ain't a deity, it's data. Somebody asked me once, why do y'all believe in white supremacy? All that white supremacy stuff. And I'm like, believe? This ain't no deity. It's not a god. It's data. You can look at housing. You can look at arrests. You can look at wealth and ownership and school funding and business funding. The pattern is right there. I'm not worshiping oppression. I'm reading the spreadsheet. For me, naming white supremacy and the Matrix is like checking the weather. If it's raining, I still gotta move. I just know what jacket to wear. The problem is when people turn the weather report into religion. Oh, it's raining, so I'm never going outside again. That's how a lot of people use the Matrix as a holy excuse for why they're not doing the thing that they say they desire to do. Neo versus Cypher energy. I saw a post today that said it perfectly. And by accident, dude is like, the system is trash, everything is poison, school is indoctrination, jobs drain your soul, the Matrix is winning. Then he says, that's why I'm not having kids. I'm just protecting them from a world full of cognitive dissonance. Wake me up when y'all ready to fight. What? 7,000 likes. Here's the problem. That's not Neo. That's Cypher with better vocabulary. Neo sees how bad it is, and then Neo trains. Neo fights. Neo bends it. Pause. Cypher sees how bad it is and says, plug me back in. Pause. Give me my steak. Pause. I'll sell everybody out because reality is too hard. Pause. When you say I'm not going to build a family, I'm not going to build a business, I'm not going to leave a legacy because the system is evil, that's a Cypher move. Now, I'm not saying everybody has to have kids. That's a personal decision. What I am saying is don't use the Matrix as your main justification for not doing what you claim that you want. People had kids through slavery, through genocides, through world wars, through Jim Crow, stuff way worse than your For You page. If they could still create life in that, I can't tell myself I'm too awake to build anything. My life inside the Matrix. I don't say this from a cushy couch. I've slept in vehicles. I've been broke, overlooked, black, and breathing in America. I know the Matrix. I've tasted it from the bottom. Pause. Take today. This is all in one day for me. I hit the gym at 5 in the morning. Shoulders, arms, abs. Walk out looking chiseled. Went to the grocery store. Even the older white lady walked by me, staring at me. Big rock on her finger like I'm in a movie scene. Then I go to detail a GLS 450. Something I just cleaned 30 days ago. These folks let their kids turn it into a war zone in a month. I'm talking about food, stains, crumbs, everywhere. Dog hair in a wife's car. Mercedes looking like a trash can on wheels. Old me would have just complained. New me says, cool, this is data. This is why my 30-day warranty has to change. No more call me if you spill grape soda. Kid bomb and dog hair catastrophes are no longer maintenance. They're new tickets at a new price. On top of that, I'm looking at how long these maintenance details take. 3 hours on a big SUV, 12 visits for $1,500. A tech gets 25%. If I'm going to build a crew and an empire, that math has to make sense. So I'm thinking about policies, vehicle swap rules, pricing for SUVs versus sedans. Same day, I'm looking at apartments, the metropolitan area, Glenwood area, because I'm done with a van chapter. I want a clean, quiet base where I can sleep, record, edit, and stack for my 250M plan. All of that is inside the same world other people say is too broken to build anything in. Doom scrolling versus real life. And on top of that, we've been hearing doomsday talk for decades. I'm talking about Y2K, 2008 crash, pandemics, Trump, world blackouts, new world order, one world currency. Some of it is serious, but here's what the powers that be know. If they can't keep you locked in a constant doom scroll, you'll start to believe you're already finished. People are acting like the internet is the realest place on earth. It's like whatever the feed says goes. Meanwhile, outside that screen, real couples are having real arguments and making up. Real money is exchanging hands at jobs, shops, bays, and offices. Real traffic is still clogging the highways. Real people are breathing real air, carrying groceries, walking puppies, and putting kids to bed. If the Matrix is the code, real life must be the command line. That's where your actions actually execute. My operating system. So here's how I move as a man who's seen the Matrix and still wants to win. 1, I name the system. I'm not pretending everything is fair. 2, I protect my mind. I'm not feeding myself end of the world content all day and then wondering why I feel paralyzed. 3, I build every day. 1 move for money, 1 move for body, 1 move for brand, calls, gym, content, non-negotiable. 4, I refuse to let the Matrix be my main excuse. It's a factor. It's not my God. So I have a question for you. If you've already seen The Matrix, are you moving like Neo or like Cypher? Are you using the system to sharpen your focus or as your favorite bedtime story for why your dreams are still on pause? Once you see The Matrix, your excuses expire. The only real question left is, what are you going to build anyway? What are you going to build? If this hits you, drop a comment with one area where you've been blaming the system instead of moving. Maybe I'll turn your answer into the next video. Hey, this is Taj, the rapping detailer. And remember that being prepared eliminates fear, and being aware makes everything clear. And I'm out of here. Peace.